Hi everyone, Jan Fursdon here from Fursdon House. I have three new items I'd like to show you. Actually, it's a lot of items, but three different sets of items, I should say it that way, that I want to show with you. And these are going to be for sale on my Etsy shop, and I'll put the link below. These are ephemera folders, and I got this idea from a friend of mine that she's hey Elaine. It's Elaine. She had these books that she always tries to recycle and reuse, and that's a fabulous concept. We all need to do it more and more. And she had these books that held samples of things where she worked, and she had all these. And at our last retreat she brought a lot of empty ones, and I had in my mind's eye that I might want to do something with them. I couldn't decide between lap book or what, but then I later on, a couple of weeks ago, I thought, I'm going to make ephemera folders. These folders are great for holding small items and things like that, but let's just go ahead and get started. And in addition to, each book is full of ephemera already, I have all of this over here. So it's a bit of a mess, but we're going to get through it. So let's just go ahead. This one is this beautiful fabric. It's nice and thick. It's like a, not canvas, but it's nice, good cotton, heavy cotton, maybe twill. And the dimensions are 12 inches by 10 and almost 10 and a quarter. And it's got a 2-inch spine. And it is wrapped and secured with this, although you do not have to use this. I'm just going to slip it off. And because it is so large, it's kind of hard to see it all at one time. But like I said, I'm just going to put this aside right now. And let me just, I know it is large. And it's a 3-part. You open it this way and you open it this way. So what I'm going to do, let's see, try and show you. Let's see, let's do this part first. And so you can see how I've put lace in there and secured it so that you've got spaces to use for your ephemera or anything else that you want. The lady that I just sold one to about a week or two ago, she had this fabulous idea I hadn't even thought about, and I thought, well, that's really cool. I'm going to do one for myself. And she's going to take it on trips and things. You know, when you have a small project, you want to keep all the bits and pieces together. She's going to use it for that, as well as, you know, just an ephemera holder. But anyway, all of this, of course, is included. And as usual, I got carried away. I have to admit, I got a lot of fun out of going through my studio and pulling out things. It's not that I don't use these. I use this all the time. But it's one of those things where you get a better price if you get, you know, a bunch versus one. And it just kills me to have to do that. But it's like, no, I just need one, or I need 10 and not 500. But, you know, you want to get a better price. So anyway, here's what we have so far. And a lot of this, the work is already done for you. So I'm just going to go through each pocket. A lot of this, I've done a lot of tea staining. Library cards. That one has an additional card in it. And let's see, we've got these little glassine bags. I've already tea stained them for you. And I think there are 10 of these. Yes, 10. Pretty sure about that. And rather than keep all this neat looking, I may just kind of quickly put it aside. I don't know. We'll play that as it comes. I don't want to take 16 forevers. We have these two little, these are coin holders. And this is for $50, and I've just inked it up, distressed the edges. Got a little bulb pin here, and these come off, but I'm not going to take them off. And inside are two little flowers. This is wild Greek mustard, and this is dianthus. And those came from my garden. And you can just see there. And also what I've included, so you can do your own, I've included 3 of these. And they're so easy. They're really cool because they're adhesive, so you just peel that off after you've, you know, put your little thing in there, and then you just close it up, and then you decorate it. Punch a hole in it, and it's that easy. So I really like those. Anyway, so let's move this. Oh, duh! I hadn't even finished this. All right, I'm here. This is ephemera that I've made for my own journals and things. This is just a little flip, and you have different paper in it, and it just literally. And what it opens up like that. Get a little tongue-tied. And what I would do, I'm going to glue this. Well, you don't want to glue that. It's been a while since I've done a video, isn't it? Glue down here, here, and here. And then you've got a little pocket. So you've got a pocket here. And then got that. And some people I've seen almost use these like belly bands where you just glue down this side, and then you have a longer space to put something here because it can actually come out the end. Just something to think about. Here we have some more ephemera that I've made. Vintage lace here, bits and pieces. Very simple little booklet, if you will. Tea stained paper. And then this, when I was in South Korea, I was, excuse me, visiting my daughter and my 2 new grandsons. And I bought a lot of these real pretty envelopes and stuff. And so I'm going to share some of those with you because I've got too many of them. Gracious mercy. Allergies are killing me, but it's beautiful outside. But anyway, I thought it was just a beautiful envelope, and it was a neat way of using that kind of thing in a journal if you'd like. So, all right, come on down in there. You see, I'm on camera, so of course it doesn't want to go in there, but that's Murphy's Law. So that goes in there. Now let's pick it up, and this is hard. I mean, it's very sturdy. Okay, what do we have in here? We have, these are some, yeah, here we go. Just little cards. 4 of those that they literally just open up and you can decorate. These make great things if you want to put them on your journal. You can actually put them on the edge of a page with a paper clip and, you know, decorate them and everything. Or you can make a pocket out of them by gluing the top, the bottom, or the sides and the bottom. And then you've got a little flip up, but you also have a pocket that you can put something down in there. So for those, the laces I've used are a combination of new laces and vintage laces, some dating back to the 1970s that I've had, and I still have a ton of them, so it's wonderful. So that's what I've used. And then as I said, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but new laces. This is an applique, a wedding applique that I tea dyed. Little faux pearls there. Here we have, what do we have here? These are just 2 little cards, and I've cut them out. I thought that was really neat. And then we have this. I did a video recently of some ephemera that I've been making and having fun with. And this is just a card, a journal card. A little bit of cheesecloth, and this photograph is one from the Tim Holtz collection, and I just cut it down. And then here are some banners that I made. You would just glue here, here, and here, or again, just on the sides, keep the top open. You've got a small pocket there, but it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are great to do like scrap busters. And that's exactly what I did. I used my scraps to create these, and it was so much fun and easy. I've got a video in there somewhere about that, so if you're interested, you know where to get that information. Here we have, let's see, we have 2 little envelopes. Aren't they sweet? And here we have a little, and again, this is tea stained, but it's just a little folder type thing. And I forget now what digital set this came out of, but I think it might be Tracy Fox. I can't remember. But anyway, I have so many of them that I'd already printed, and I was like, ugh, I got too many here. This is from our garden again. This is Bleeding Hearts. And this is a neat little contraption, if you will. I got it at Michael's, and it's 2 pieces you glue together, and there's still an additional piece which I've used something else with. I've got sari silk ribbon here, but it's nice and sturdy. And again, that's coming from our garden here in Madison, Alabama. Okay, so now we're gonna, this gets a little tricky here. Oh, we'll close this up. I'm a little slow sometimes. It is Monday, you know. So alrighty, let's start at the top again. we have little envelopes, little coin envelopes, I think is what they're called. And this, again, little scrap busters that I did. It's just a miniature. You could call it a journal for a mouse, maybe. But it's sweet. These are great sizes to put inspirational quotes or things like that, or special dates that you want to remember. And here we have a little envelope and a little card on the inside, and then I've just taken it, stained it, put on fabrics and laces as a decoration. What do we, oh, these are sweet. These are little envelopes. And, oh goodness, can I remember where I got it? I think it's called For the Love of Paper. I saw it on Instagram, and she actually did this. And I'll make sure that if it's not For the Love of Paper, I will put the information down in the description link. But you take a page out of an old, or any book, but I liked using the old books because it's already old looking, because it is old, duh. And it's a two-sided envelope. So you've got, let me show you here, you've got there, and you've got there. And this takes about like a 5x7 page, and it takes about 2/3 of it maybe. What you do is you use squares. Now, this one's a 5-inch square, I believe. Here, another one, this one's a 3-inch, and that may be a 4-inch square. But anyway, this was a 3-inch square. No, I'm sorry. 5-inch square, 4-inch square. And again, it's two-sided. It's so sweet. And then I made a small one, and that's a 2-inch or 3-inch square. I can't keep it all straight. 3, 4, and 5-inch squares. And it's a great way to use up those old pages or even new pages. But I think they're just precious. And again, you can put glue on 3 sides, keep the top unglued. You can use it as a pocket, however you want to do it. And I've just slid them down in there, and it is so easy. I mean, it's fast, and it's a matter of folding, and then I glue this part so that you can actually use the pocket. You don't have to do that, but I do. Okay, then what do we have here? This is ephemera that I've used. Doilies, and I call these Doily Pockets. Let me get this thing out here again, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And you just glue this down on a journal page and put something in there like that. I thought those were so pretty. And that came from Julie of Camellia Craft Designs. She has a lot of cool stuff on her channel. This is a page of these well, I guess you should hold them like that. Excuse me. Photo corners. They're adhesive. And again, you know, when I buy them, they don't sell one sheet. They sell 25 sheets or something. I don't use them that often, but I really enjoy having them, so that's why I have so many. And this is a CD sleeve with an orchid. This is a real orchid, and it's from our garden. Well, not our garden. It's from our house. My husband loves orchids. I just bought him the most beautiful one. It was solid, like a deep, deep purple that's almost black. And, but he allows me to have petals off of them. I've stitched around the edges, and again, you can use this. Well, you can use it a couple of ways. How I've done it is to glue the 3 sides, keep the top open, or you can do the side, whatever. And then I decorate it further around here with scraps of lace or whatever, but you don't have to. So there's that one. And let me get these back in here. Here we have, these are small CD sleeves. Well, it's not for a CD. I'm not sure what it would hold. But anyway, they're already tea stained for you. I love the smaller size. I like the large size, but I like the smaller size too. So there are 3 of those. Those were a whole lot of fun tea staining. And that is a facetious comment. But anyway, it's done for you. This is another flower from our garden, Chinese fringe flower. And I've just made it into a card. And again, that's using up scraps. It's a great way of doing it. And let's see. Here we have some original library cards. For those of you who are young, you would go into your library, and the index, the library index would be this thing. It's a box, and it had this bottom of a, oh gracious, I'm not even going to be able to explain this. But anyway, these went in the box, and it was on a steel rod, if you will. And these went in there somehow, and that's how you looked up where things were. If you were trying to find a book from a certain author or anything, especially in larger ones where you don't necessarily know who's who and how to get there. And of course the backs are open, so you can use that as a journaling card. But it lets you know just how much things have changed over the years. Now these, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, there's 5 of these. These are pages that came out of the book. What is it called? The Concise British Flora in Color. And I've just taken pages and made pockets. And what I would do, you can use them as single. Just glue here, here, and here. Keep it open. They do not open up. I went ahead and sealed them because I wanted the stability. But you can use them as one, or you can stack them. They're like so, or like so. And just glue this down here, and then you've got a double pocket. Okay? Or, all right, get in there. Here you can use the triple pocket, or you can use that as a small one, and then these two as a pocket. So singly, doubly, you can triple it, however you want to do it. That is your choice. Get those in there. Okay, so that is all that's in the book itself. And again, it... all right, you would fall out now when I'm... Of course, I did turn you kind of upside down, too. So, get in here. Behave yourself. And as you can see, it's the same all the way. Now, this is the additional ephemera. I thought, well, some people don't have a lot of ephemera. Because I make journals to sell, I have a lot of ephemera. So I thought, right, we're going to have some fun with this. So, in here, all this comes with it. These little tags. There are about 25 of these. And no, these aren't tea stained yet, but that's... I will give you a hint, though, on tea staining these. You don't have to do them individually. I literally hold these up, gather them all together by the strings, all in one, fistful. Dunk them down into the coffee, water, whatever. Just swish them around a little bit, pull them out. Now, it can be messy, so make sure you're protecting your counters and stuff. But I pull them out, and then I just drape them over something. And what I'll do is, like, have a clip to kind of hold them all together before I dip it down. And then, see, it's also easier to hold. But you don't have to do them individually. You don't have to spread them out to dry. Literally, just hang them like that, and they will dry on their own. It might take a little bit longer, but an extra, couple hours? It's fantastic. Let's get some here. Use a little pocket. This is from a Martha Stewart design thing that she had. And 2 more cards like this. And again, you dunk them down, and I've done like 20 at a time. I mean, I'm serious. It's so easy. You do not have to separate them, because when they dry, they basically separate themselves. Oh, another little envelope. Now that one is tea stained or coffee stained. This, I got these like 6 for $1 or something like that, and I got quite a few of them. They were sachets. And I don't know that you can still smell in there, but it's like that. But what I use them for is a pocket to come down here and just, again, stitch or glue, and then you've got a nice little pocket. You can even stitch along here if you want. It's entirely up to you, or glue it shut so that you've actually got a stronger method of doing it, or you can use it as a double pocket. So you've already got that one, and then glue that, you've got that pocket there. I just liked it because it was pretty. This is a bit that I've cut out. I've had some plastic, what do you call them? Placemats. Plastic lace, and I love it. So I cut them out into different pieces. Goodness, allergies. And then I literally tea stained those, or coffee stained them. They make great decoration, pockets, you name it. Here we have two, I think these came from Michael's as well. And I'm always looking for different ways of, let me turn it right side up, different ways of doing cards with my pressed flowers. So you've got the card there, and then this part just comes open like that. So you could put some acetate or whatever in here. And those two of those with the envelopes they came with. And we have, these are two envelopes that I have literally slid the tops in, glued them down. These are fun for a variety of ways. You can put cards in either side and then close it up. You can decorate here and here, however you want to do it. You can slide it on the, what do you call it, on the edge of a page, on the top of a page. It's just really a lot of fun, and those are already dyed for you. Here we have, get this, I was looking, I had all these little tiny boxes, and I thought I was just going to use it as a container to hold stuff. And then it dawned on me, Christmas is coming up, so it's perfect for Christmas. You want to make a little diorama scene in there? Anyway, it's up to you. And this is a piece of jewelry. It is a, see, how's that done? It's a necklace. You would put a thing through there, but that can be snipped off with a pair of wire cutters. So it's gold and black. I think it's showing up okay on the thing. On the thing. Now that makes a lot of sense. This is an antique small napkin. Beautiful, sweet little thing. Make a pocket with it, whatever. Lovely stitching there. And here's a larger piece. Get it. There we go. And this is, again, antique. Not, well, depends on what you call antique. 1960s. That's about the thing. I mean, I wouldn't call it antique. I'd call it vintage, but some people say, nope, it's 50 years old and da-da-da. So, whatever. But I've got a lot of these pieces, and I thought, you know what? I don't need quite this many. This is a piece of fabric that I bought several yards of, and I've used a lot of it. But it's just, it's, you know, kind of thin cotton, and makes great cards. I stitch them on cards, glue them on cards, whatever you want to do. But there it is. So, give me some of that, and that way you don't have to buy a whole yard or whatever. Wedding appliques. Actually, this came from an actual wedding dress that I got at a thrift shop. It was literally falling apart, and I don't mind cutting them up if that's the case. So I did. And you can cut it further. There's that piece. And this is a wedding applique. Sweet little thing. This is another piece. This is antique. This is like 1950s, I think. It's just a sweet little heart. Pale, pale blue. I'm not even sure if it will show up. But it's the palest of blue outline here. And here we have a napkin. And again, that's even paler a blue. It's almost like an icy, well, it looks, well, maybe it's blue, maybe it's just icy colored. Who knows? But anyway, it's the full napkin. Vintage. You've got quite a bit there to play around with. And you can cut it up. This makes great, like a side pocket on the corner of a page, like so. And then the rest of it, I cut off all of this lace and use the lace as a trim. Fantastic. What else do we have? We have, okay. We have a rice paper. I think it's rice paper. Rice paper bag. Okay. We have one of these that's literally, it's a page. Now I've used heavy, this is 28-pound paper, and it's just a fold, and you fold it up like this, and then you kind of do that and stuff, and then you come up with a fold. Now what I like to do, let's see, which one do I do? You can fold it either way. You can put this inside that one, or the other way around. And I've just put some of these. These are from digital kits, and I had some extras printed. But 1 pocket, 2 pockets, 3 pockets, 4 pockets, 5 pockets. I love those types of things where you can just make all these folds, and then You can still use it. Now what I've done also is decorate just the showing parts with just decorative paper, and just kind of did it that way. Again, that's just a digital kit. You glue this down if you want. I wouldn't write on it myself. I glue it down, and then I use it as a 5-pocket thingy. A 5-pocket thingy, that sounds good. Here we have 2 bags, paper bags, already tea stained for you. We have 3 large envelopes, already tea stained. Those there. And it's not vellum, but it has a kind of a slick texture to it. Little bag. This was a card that I had, and I thought, I can't throw that away. And so I thought it would make a cute little pocket. And it's got these little things here, because literally I took the card apart. I just thought it was sweet. So anyway, 2 pages from now this is antique. Is it 1910, 1900? Maybe even from the 1800s. It was in a little German songbook that I got when I visited my daughter in Germany a couple of years ago. And I thought those would be cool. Those are original, not photocopies. Here we have some original pages from Edith Holden's book. Which one is this one? This one's Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady. And these are original pages that you can use ephemera for. Original pages. And then this, I made several of these. This is sort of like a little booklet that I've made. And you use file folders, and it literally opens up. And it's already tea stained for you. You can see where I got it at Staples. But I put pockets in here, and then journal cards. Pocket here, journal card. So you've got the 4 pieces there. Make sure you can see all of it there. And then when you close it up, and again, you decorate this side. When you close it up, you've also got a pocket here and a pocket here. What I've also done is put it in the center of a journal. Now, it has to be a larger journal. It can't be a small one, obviously. But I've used it kind of like as a signature, and it works really well with that. But it was like, you know what? Those can go in too, because I've got quite a few of them. I like to do bunches of stuff. I'll sit and do ephemera. Like yesterday, I was making all of these faux wax seals. They're not made out of wax. They're made out of colored glue sticks. I spent all afternoon making a lot. But that's how I tend to make my ephemera. So here we have this, and there's a little bit smaller there. These are about 1 foot long. Purple, pink, and blue leaves. Some ribbon. Little pink and white flowers. More ribbon. This is a green velvet, and then the surrounding. You can actually pull the darker green out of it if you want to. The same type with the pink. We have this. It's off that wedding dress. And you just take it apart, and you've got all those faux pearls. And then we've got these little bitty roses, fabric roses. I've got a ton of these things. Again, you can't buy just 1 or 2. Oh no. I'm just going to put that all up there. And then here we have, this is a conglomeration. We have 2 of these types of whatever they're called. I've forgotten now. Nameplates. There's that one. And in here are the little screws. These are some Tim Holtz things. 2 little hangers. I thought those were sweet. Tiny, what do you call those? Clothespins. I knew I'd come up with it. These are, now, a word of warning, these are tight. They're like a paper clip, but they're very tight. Now, if you want to loosen them, just pull it apart some and it'll loosen it up. But I like them when I want to hold something together that's kind of thick. And then I just put it in there and it holds on it really well. And there's quite a few of those. We have 2 little crown charms. There's a key. And then there's this little charm. Great for putting on cards or on the edge of pages and stuff. And again, I'm just going to move this right out of the way. And in here, and I'm not going to loosen all of these. Well, maybe I should show you better. There are a lot of these bulb pins, and there are a lot of the small safety pins, and they're all gold colored. Also in there are 8 little corner protectors. You just slip them on the edge of, or cards. These work great. I saw a lady the other day, she put them on a CD, kind of like a CD pocket, and she put these on the edge, and it made it really look neat. Kathy Cadile, I think, was the one that did that. It was really cool. I never thought about that. These are just little, you can put a ribbon or whatever through here and put words on here. You can type it on. 1, 2, 3. There's 6 of those. So that's all in there. Again, I'm just going to push this right out of the way. And this is the last bit. And this is just some pretty pieces that I've taken. I had larger pieces and taken them apart from that. That came from a very large piece. And then we have that. Isn't that pretty? A little decorative. I'm not sure if it was like a coaster or what. I don't know. This came from a larger piece, and I've just cut them up. I have this one. Isn't that neat? That's from my friend GP. She had this coverlet, and of course I got a lot of them out of that coverlet because I just cut them up. Same with this one. This one came from a larger piece. And then this Battenberg lace bit, and again this one has been stained, coffee stained. And then this last piece, a little flower there, and this is like and I'd pulled it off of something, and I thought, well, it's worth having, worth saving. Glue, glue, and glue. And I thought it would work great, but again, I have pulled it off of something, so don't think that it's pristine, because it is not pristine. But I thought it'd make a great little pocket. Anyway, that is it, I think. As I said, I had a lot of fun going through all this. If you have any questions, give me a call. Give me a call. Now, that's goofy. I'm used to telling people, oh, just call me. But just send me a message down below, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. I hope you're having a blessed day. It's a lovely day outside. It's about 62 degrees here in Madison, Alabama, and I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Finally, it's turned cool. So, take care, and I'll see you soon.